What's up, you guys? It's Alex here. Today I want to talk about a topic that I had a epiphany about 4 years ago when I first started my job and I was living in Japan. As you know, just from the beginning of this video and also from the title of this video, it's about watching TV. The main reason why I want to talk about this topic is because I think this is a normal people type of thing. This is a normal lifestyle that most people have. The reason I want to talk about this is because I have encountered so many people who say they don't have enough time, they don't have enough money, they don't have whatever excuses that they make up for not really chasing some sort of passion or chasing some sort of dream that they have. Additionally, these type of people also just never critically thought about their goals and what they really want to achieve and do with their life. Now, I'm not saying I am the role model for this type of situation. I still indulge on some TV, Netflix, watch YouTube videos, etc. Even though I do indulge on some Netflix and television from time to time, I don't do it every single night. I feel like I am a rare breed in this case because all of my coworkers that I've talked to and spent time with, that's how they really spend their free time. While I cannot exactly relate to that because I spend my free time learning something, going through real estate stuff, and there is a surprise within the next probably month or so that I am working on. In addition to that, this is my hobby. This is the thing that I want to spend my free time on. This YouTube video, right? I spend my time creating and doing some sort of thing that makes me feel like I could control, and also some sort of thing that I could create with. Now here's my 65-inch smart TV that I bought about 3 or 4 years ago, which at that time it costed more than my car. Now I'm saying this because it practically just sits here now. I kind of regret buying this TV because I rarely use it. It was maybe when I have people over or I am bored and I just want to spend a couple of hours watching TV during the weekends, but majority of the time, for majority of the week, I don't use it. The reason why I don't really use this and kind of regret buying this TV is because majority of my work week, I just go to the gym afterwards, come back home, microwave my meal because I pre-make and pre-cook all my meals. After dinner, I tend to just sit in front of the computer, or actually even during dinner, I sit in front of the computer to work on several projects. It depends on what I want to prioritize that day. For most people that I ask how they spend their free time throughout the week, the top 2 answers are cleaning and watching TV. I firsthand see this because I live with 3 other roommates right now, and all 3 of them either play video games or watch TV after they come home from work. On occasion, I just see them going to the gym, but that's about it. And I'm not here to bash on people who want to watch TV and play video games. In fact, I'm kind of jealous because I wish I was that content with my life where I am cool with just going to work, and after work, workouts or something, and then after working out I could go play or watch TV, whatever I want to do. But in this case, I don't think I will ever be content. I just don't have that personality to be content with it, and therefore I tend to complain a lot in my head, and when I complain, I want to figure out a way to fix that certain complaint, right? I don't want to just complain and be negative about it and not do anything. But the problem is that I see so many of my friends and see so many acquaintances that complain about their life, but they're not doing anything with it. That is the main problem that I have with this, because majority of the time when I ask them what they do with their free time, they just watch TV or play video games. And it's not to say that they're bad people when I say this and talk about that. It's just when I see a problem with that, I want to do something about it, even though it might be freaking uncomfortable to do, because it is super easy to just come home from work and just plug in your TV, plug in your video games, and just go game or watch TV for a couple hours and then go to sleep and then repeat and recycle. I know this because I have done it myself. I have caught myself just doing very unproductive things, and at the end of a couple of days or at the end of the week, I feel so discontent with my life. I just feel like I haven't achieved anything. I haven't helped other people. I haven't put value into the world except my job. I mean, that's a bare minimum, right? To me, that's a bare minimum. So I want to find a way to be more purposeful with my life. I want to be more purposeful with my time. And some of you guys might be saying, like, Alex, why are you so freaking serious about this? Like, bro, just chill out, bro. You could just do whatever you want, bro. You just treat yourself, not hate yourself, or whatever freaking saying that there are these days. But it just baffles me how people complain about their lives and yet they're not doing anything about that complaint. And I totally understand how easy it is to get sucked up with entertainment, social media, all this stuff, because at the end of the day, everything is just trying to grab your attention, and it is fairly hard nowadays to focus on something that's not as entertaining and fun at that moment. I'm saying this because I experience this every single weekend. Whenever I have more free time than I have usually throughout the weekday, I tend to watch TV. I tend to go on social media a little bit more. I tend to be on my phone just effing off, or I just be lazy, you know? I don't do anything really productive unless I have written down something that I need to accomplish and then go ahead and do it. All right, now that you're in realization that you want to do something with your life and actually do something more than just watch TV every single night, here are some action steps that you might want to consider. First things first, get a second job. I know, very uncomfortable to do. You already spend 40 plus hours at your first job. Why the hell would you want to work a second job? The reason why I list getting a second job is because if money is the main problem that you have with not achieving certain goals that you have with your life, then you have to solve that problem by doing some sort of secondhand job or some sort of other jobs so you could bring in more income. This is on a case-by-case basis, so you got to really reflect and consider what is your limiting factor from stopping you on achieving certain goals that you have in life. For me, my current job already pays me pretty well. In addition to that, I save a ton of money. Because I'm good at saving money, and as well my job paying me relatively well, I don't think money is really the solution to solve some sort of problem that I have. So if money is the main problem that you have, I would highly suggest get a second job. And some of these jobs you could even do on your own free time and really be your own boss and manage your own schedule. Some ideas of these type of jobs is just like ride sharing apps, right? So Uber, Lyft, or Uber Eats, DoorDash, Grubhub, Seamless, all these other apps that are out there you could work for and also create your own schedule. Sure, there might be some expenses that come with it, such as your gas, your insurance, you're paying for your car, and etc. But I believe that you could even use that to do like a, tax write-off. Don't quote me on this. I'm not a CPA, but just my personal opinion and also my personal experience, I'm pretty sure you could do some write-offs if you do that sort of work because you're a 1099 employee. So therefore, you could write off certain expenses because you need to use that expense in order for you to grab that income. Now, I'm oversimplifying it, and like I said before, I'm not a CPA, but that's just my main thoughts of utilizing apps out there, utilizing technology to help you get more income throughout your household. Now, if money is not the problem, I think I am in the same boat where you're trying to find a purpose. You're trying to find some hobbies. You're trying to find different goals to have. You're pretty lost in life. And safe to say, I'm on the same boat, right? I am trying to do a lot of things. I'm trying to have a taste of every single thing. I'm trying to do like a sampler. I'm young enough to really take some high risk stuff and actually change my life around. There's just so many ways I could branch out right now, especially with my current situation with my job. I'm about to change over within the next year. So therefore, it is, the world is like my oyster, as freaking old people would say. If your problem is the same thing as my problem, which is trying to find a purpose, I highly recommend you to dabble in a lot of stuff. This means perhaps like watching some YouTube videos, getting inspired on certain things, or watching some YouTube videos to improve your life, right? So reading some books, opening yourself to other ideas, other people's ideas, and watching other people's lives and see what kind of life that you want to create for yourself. Like, what is the model that you want to chase? What is the goal that you're trying to chase? Because I am certain there are other people that are doing something that you would love to do, but you just haven't found that person, or you haven't really honed in on what exactly you want to achieve with your life. So my biggest advice is just to watch other people, go on YouTube. YouTube is a very big community that other people just share lives just like me, right? You're sharing your own life, and hopefully that inspires you to say like, oh, I want that kind of lifestyle for myself. So what do I need to do in order to create that same type of lifestyle? And for me, I had a couple people in mind when I first started YouTube. There were so many fitness influencers that I want to be like, that I tried to start creating fitness content and other stuff. But then eventually, for me creating fitness content, I found another niche that really liked my type of content, and I created that, and I actually built some sort of following from that. So it's not really like a blueprint per se, right? Because I stumbled upon it. I stumbled upon this niche that I liked, and I'm specifically not mentioning this niche because it's not my channel anymore. It used to be my type of channel, but it is just not my audience anymore, right? So I did this stuff, and I did it while stumbling upon it through fitness. It's super weird, because once I opened the gates of me trying to become a YouTuber, trying to create my own business, and trying to mimic that life, or trying to like follow that type of lifestyle that I saw other YouTubers having, I stumbled upon something that was pretty interesting for me to film and give information about, and also help other people. The biggest advice I could give is just starting. Whether it is creating a YouTube channel, you don't necessarily have to do that, but being creative, create some sort of thing, create some sort of, as woo-woo as this is, create some sort of energy, put some energy out, put some content out into the world, and people will start reacting to it. You know, people will start talking about like, oh, I could connect you with this person. Oh, I could do this for you. Oh, you could talk to this person that I know of, and then you start making all these type of networking is what it's called, the business term. But it's essentially just that simple step of starting and putting your energy out there, and eventually some people will reciprocate. It's not going to always be 100% positive energy coming back to you, but at the same time, when you put out that energy and you're putting out content out there of who you're trying to be or what you're trying to achieve, people tend to, gravitate towards that if they have something similar goals or similar lifestyle that they're also trying to achieve. And a pure example of me personally doing this is when I became a fitness coach. I reached out to one specific person called Nava the Beast, has 500,000 subscribers on YouTube, very fitness influencer related, right? He was in that industry. And also I eventually became a partner with him in his coaching business. We coached people together, we transformed people's lives, and I felt very, very satisfied with my work. I felt very satisfied with me helping people. And not only that, we created a business together, like I have a connection with him now. Like I have his personal cell phone. I could call him whenever I want. And on top of that, there's something going on within the next few months that I'm probably going to be working with him. And it's just from that interaction of me just trying to become a fitness influencer, even though it's not what I want to do right now anymore. It was just me taking that first step, putting myself out there, and then eventually it created like a snowball effect. It was super slow, but at the same time, it helped me network just because I put that energy out there. I put that type of content out there. Now, this would have never happened. My life would not be where it's at right now if I continued watching TV and Netflix. The epiphany moment that I had was when I was probably in the first month of my job, and I came home every single day just to watch Netflix, eat dinner and stuff, watch YouTube videos. That's all I did. And I got sick of that because in my head, the reasoning behind why I wanted to take that first step to become like a YouTuber, a fitness influencer, and all that stuff was because I saw other people's lives on YouTube that were fitness influencers, and I just didn't understand why I couldn't be like that. Like what were the steps that I had to take in order to be have that similar lifestyle because their lifestyle seemed extravagant. I like that type of lifestyle. I liked that type of, just helping people out for free, essentially. And I feel like that's so much gratifying, so much gratification out there because of just doing that. And also, it's allowing me to create and be creative, where my work at that time was not allowing. It was super like it was not creative work per se. It's not necessarily a bad thing. It was just not that type of work. I have talked a lot about becoming a YouTuber, fitness influencer, and all that stuff, but you don't necessarily have to do that. It was just my example. You can open up your own business, such as like your Etsy business, or you're trying to flip some items on eBay. Gary Vee talks a lot about this, and I've actually done it quite myself on several products, and it is super gratifying. I'll tell you that. You could do all sorts of things in the world, man. Like, just find the person that you want to have a similar lifestyle like, and critically think about what are the first steps for you to take in order to build that lifestyle. It's not going to be something drastic, I'll tell you that right now. It's going to be something so small that it doesn't seem like it will make a difference, but it does. It does because it creates momentum for you. You just have to continuously do it. There's a huge barrier right now in order for you to become really successful and really achieve that lifestyle. There are huge barriers. It's always in the beginning and super hard. But I think as long as people who continuously do it, continuously put that type of content, continuously try to work on themselves instead of watching TV, will eventually make it. It will take some time. It will take a lot of effort. It will take a lot of hours. You just have to be consistent. That's all I have seen so far from people who have watched all these influencers, all these people on social media who are quote unquote successful. Everybody has talked about putting in time and time and time into their craft. It's always about just maturing and continuously trying to improve. And you cannot do that if you are simply just watching TV every single day and enjoying their type of entertainment while you're not working on yourself. The key thing that I had was this, is even if it doesn't blossom into something big, or it's not as big as you thought it would be, it doesn't blossom to your expectations, you learn a lot. You learn so much things about the world that you won't get it in college. You won't get it in any school. It's literally, you would have to earn this wisdom. It's not academics. You can't read it off a book. You will never understand it as well as you can unless you experienced it yourself. And that is all for today's video. Hopefully you are hearing my advice as a very small YouTuber who is trying to chase a lot of things right now and trying to sample a lot of things in life. I think I am continuously trying to improve myself every single day, and I hope other people are doing the same thing. I hope just me putting this type of content will help others realize that their delayed gratification and doing uncomfortable things and stepping out of their comfort zone will allow them to grow and also just build the life that they always dreamed of instead of just watching it on TV. I hope you guys don't think this is just a ranting type of video, because this is the type of conversation I would have with some of my closest friends if they were open to realizing and complaining about their life and asking me for advice of what should I do to change. Thank you guys for watching. I'll catch you guys in the next one. See you later, dude.
I got some vices, they talking on me. Got a new bitch who be loving on me. I told her God every day of the week. Know they all watching and plotting on me. Got a little buzz, I got places to be. You put aside, don't come running to me. Found me some gold and it turned to a teacher. Said I was crazy, now she a believer. Done with the fighting, she done with